Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's episode of So Fired. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
I'm Dr. Lindsay Regier.
And welcome.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey. Well, should we hop right in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's not waste a minute.
Okay. So fired.
So I used to hate winter. I had a little PTSD growing up in Buffalo. And last year I made the decision that I was going to resume skiing. And now I covet snow days because it means there's going to be some epic activities going on and it brings me closer to my friends. So now I love winter.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mine's winter related too.
Well.
I'm sore AF today because we had that epic powder day of skiing a couple days ago.
On my birthday.
On your birthday. Oh my God. I have not had that much fun skiing in so long. So despite the fact that I'm very sore, I had such a good time.
Yeah, that's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
So we knocked those so fireds out fast.
Yeah. Oh, actually should have started with our admin first.
Which is?
Book club.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a reminder to put this on your schedule that a book club is Wednesday, January 25th at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Live. Drop your questions in the pinned post on Instagram, or you can also ask to join or put your comments in on the live. And then one other thing, it's still dry January, which means we're still being sponsored by Three Spirits. So make sure you check out threespirits.com. Link is in the show notes. Use code SOFIRED15 for 15% off your purchase and enjoy dry January. Okay, there we go.
Great.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Now, moving on.
Back to our show.
Back to our regular scheduled program.
Okay. So now what should we... I have an issue.
Yeah.
Actually, real quick, let me just finish off the birthday thing.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute best gift, although I very much appreciated your companionship, our shared interests, that we were equally as appreciative of what a great day it was. So I was the recipient of a So Fired sweatshirt and
A one-of-a-kind So Fired sweatshirt.
Hey. Woo, woo. Okay, anyway, but all of those things.
She's pointing to a mug, by the way, if you're not watching. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget that. So I am the lucky recipient of So Fired merch, in which it is a yellow mug that says enlightened.
SoFiredPod.com. Shop merch.
Okay, so the absolute best gift.
Yeah.
I went to bed promptly at 8:55 when I got home, and I heard I can't make the noise okay, on the side of my bed.
Uh-huh.
It was Sunny.
Oh.
She wanted to get up.
Oh.
She wanted to sleep in the bed, and she wanted to cuddle with me.
Wow.
She never wants. She doesn't even want to sleep in the same room as me.
Oh my gosh.
And she wanted me to rub her tummy I was like, this is a long time. And I was about to turn over. I was like, no, don't you dare. She never wants to cuddle with you, and it's your birthday.
Oh, that was her birthday present to you.
How do they know? They're so smart. I know. And Butch was playing with the
the birthday cake toy?
that we got him for their birthday. Anyway,
oh.
So isn't that lovely?
So good.
I know. It's so
Would
special.
you say that is the best birthday ever?
I was certainly up there. I just love that I'm on a great birthday streak.
I know. And how many people ended up wishing you happy birthday
Many.
from your family members?
Oh.
Let's go family members, because that was our poll.
Blood?
Yeah.
1.
I thought you said you ended up
Okay,
at
and
4.
then my okay, and then my married in another 3.
Okay.
Great.
So not your brother.
No.
Mm.
Or my sister-in-law.
Were they on block? Or
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I think Taylor is. But anyway, who cares? Okay. I have an issue.
Okay. What's your issue?
Last night at work, I was, I don't know, washing off menus, wiping them down, and my manager, not Pino, but the shift manager, Horacio.
He also works at the pancakes. Okay. Just in case you wanted to know.
Okay, every time I see him, I tell her. Okay, so he walks by and he says to me, Chelsea, smile.
Oh. Ooh. That is literally the worst sentence anyone can ever say to any woman ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Thank you.
Call me fat first. Don't tell me to smile. Oh,
Right?
That drives me insane.
Right?
Do I look like a bitch, or like, why are you telling me to smile?
Right?
What is this not pleasing to you? What's wrong with my face right now?
And somehow is my not smiling a reflection of the quality of my work?
Right. Am I supposed to be smiling while I'm wiping down menus? This isn't joyful.
So he says this to me, and I was like, oh, I was like, I didn't know the term, right? Like, I was like, and I ran it by one of my like 24-year-old friends because, they're just a little dialed in. I'm like, this is not right. He's like, no, it's not. I was like, I was raised with my father saying that. So I'm very self-conscious about it. Here's the thing. I'm sorry, my face is not pleasing to you.
Yeah.
And then people will say to me, yeah, you looked really angry while you were working on Friday night. I was like, it was busy and I was concentrating. Again, I'm sorry that my face doesn't bring you joy.
I know, because I've been told to smile so many times because I do have RBF.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
It's not fair that it's been like, can I just have a face?
I know.
It's just not a smiley face when it's not smiling.
This is just my relaxed face.
I have a lot of gravity. My cheeks are very dense. And so it weights down when I'm not pushing it up with a smile. And you're mad at that. And it's not my fault. Like, I literally can't control.
Like, why don't you smile more, Horacio? Like,
No. Zach and I were going back and forth. What term is it? I was like, is it sexism? And I was like, is this harassment? Well, guess what? I found it.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Okay. One moment, please. It's called microaggression.
Oh.
It's a microaggression. So it's an unintended like comment towards a person or group. Right? So it's not it's just that they're not aware that they're doing this.
Yeah.
We're gonna dive more into microaggressions next week for book club.
We will.
Right? Where you're like, I didn't even mean that. I just meant, but I think certain generations got away with certain things that I want to be like, hold up.
What would you do?
So I'm like, yeah, you can't say that anymore, pal.
No.
So you look up, I'm like, what is it? Not Reddit. QAnon.
Yeah. Corba. Yeah. We're not doing that.
Okay. You look up there and you're like, what should I do? And they're like, confront your boss. I was like, I'm not trying to get fired over the fact that I'm not smiling. So, and it's like stigmatized. You know where another example of microaggression is? 2 of them. You look good for your age.
Oh. Yep.
Not great.
I get.
Because what they're saying is, you're so old. Wow, you can still look good.
When I tell people how old I am, they're like, wow, I thought you were like 27 or 28.
Yes, I get that as well.
I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm taking it as a compliment right now, maybe because I am still in my 30s.
I got to tell you.
That might change later.
It after a while, you're like, wow, you look so great. And you're like, it trails off. So it feels like a microaggression. And the last one, and this is my biggest hot topic or hot button, when they say, where are you from?
That might be very specific to you a lot of the times, but
okay, and it's a microaggression.
I know.
Okay, so where are you from can have an impact on those it's directed towards. So it's like, quote unquote, curiosity, right? Or and implying that you don't seem to belong from here.
I think, because we talked about that a little bit before, where it's like, oh, you don't fit into my ideal person. So like, what?
Right.
Oh,
and
you know what?
What?
That's like a trend on TikTok right now. Vanilla girl. And when you look up vanilla girl on TikTok, it's all like fresh face, light sweep of the cheeks and the eyes, white girl, blonde hair.
Well, I gotta say, they've been front and center. I mean, like, I didn't get casted as a child toy model because I was too ethnic looking.
Yeah.
So it just it's like getting back to like, where are you from is a demonstration of like privilege. Like, who let you in?
Yep.
So I feel very validated, actually.
Oh, good.
Because I've been searching for many, many years. What's the translation to where are you from? And I just feel like, check that off my list of things.
So the next time someone asks you where you're from.
Oof. I'm going to say, where do you want me to be from?
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, you need to have like a quick response.
Where do you want me to be from?
Like, so for them to be like, here?
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah,
Mhm.
because turn the tables.
Then yes.
Take ownership of
Do you
that
think
shit.
that's the right thing to say?
I think so because
Or where do you want me to be from? Or where do you think I'm from?
it's just
Which one? Does it matter?
where do you want me to be from?
Mhm.
Because you want to have something where it will make them second guess why they even
Mhm.
asked that in the first place.
Mhm.
Just
Because
like when people are like, "So when are you gonna have kids?" I'm like, "When are you gonna take care of them?"
yeah. Or like you speak really good English from being blah de blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about this even more next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited because I was looking for the ism that was most
Yeah.
appropriate for some of these things.
I saw your notes. You have lookism.
Lookism.
Is that a word?
Yeah,
I like
it
it.
is. Where you're being judged on your appearance.
And sometimes that's a perk, and sometimes it's not.
They didn't mean so much us, though.
Oh.
Okay. So, pop culture. Do you want to talk about some?
Yeah. So,
So hungry.
I had the best smoothie today.
Oh, from where?
I made it at home because I went to Nectar yesterday. Shout out to Nectar. Usually love you. Totally got it wrong yesterday. The base of the smoothie bowl was so watery.
Oh.
I hate that. And it was like no flavor at all.
Oh.
So today when I made a smoothie bowl at home, I put an extra almond butter and half an avocado. So it's super creamy. So tip of the day, put some avocado in your smoothie.
Yeah, that's
Game
what
changer.
what's his head says.
Oh,
Brady. He's a big
Tom
avocado.
Brady?
Yeah, he's a big avocado.
won't eat a strawberry though. That's weird.
Just on like seeds.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so this is my Instagram updates.
Please.
I have two, which maybe one, I'm very excited about one of them. But the new thing,
Please don't hold back. I
is-
can't take the anticipation.
okay, so the first thing is that Instagram has decided to free the nipple.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's taking away like the stigma of like transgender people like sharing topless photos and like women being able to feel more comfortable, like
Wow.
being us. So
Wow.
I think that's like a pretty bold move.
It's a huge win.
So I thought that was very exciting. And
Did you know here in Denver there are parts where it's legal for you to like walk around topless?
Did not know.
Yeah, no one takes advantage of that.
No. Did you walk around topless?
Okay, it's not that I would. It's just that I get so frustrated when men, like in yoga, they don't have to wear a shirt.
Right.
I'm like, why don't? It's a bummer. It just,
But like your boobs would be like all over
that's
the
not the
place.
point. I don't like it when they get to get away. Not get away. Well, get away. They get perks that we don't. It would just be nice to have the option.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. It's not just legislation. It would be like, anyway.
I mean,
Okay, so
I
they're
just wouldn't
freeing.
even feel comfortable.
Well, I get it. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So free the nipple.
So free the nipple. And then the second update I'm actually very excited about is that you can put your messages and notifications on quiet mode. So you can set, this is like what I do on my phone, how I don't get any notifications all day. Now you can do the exact same thing on Instagram. So every time you open up Instagram, you won't get a notification. If you put it on quiet mode, you don't get a notification about like likes, comments, messages
You didn't know that?
until the end of the day.
Oh.
No, like nothing shows up. Like,
yeah. Can't you just say no notifications in your general settings?
no, but you know how like when you still open up Instagram, it'll say like
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
the little red dots and everything.
I love it.
I know. I'm like, yes,
That's great.
I can be so unreachable. At
No, I love being
all
able to
hours.
reachable because I am still pretty needy. And so it validates my need to be accepted and liked. So please.
But like now I can just look at the end of the day
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
instead of being like bombarded with things throughout
sure,
the day.
because you're busy. So my pop culture, two things. Alec Baldwin, really sorry.
Oh,
You know what, though? Here's the thing. It's not necessarily Alec Baldwin's fault that he's now being charged with 2 counts of unintentional manslaughter. Or Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who her position was...
the armorer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was a neat thing. I didn't...
I know, because it's not
Armor.
his fault, is it, that there was a live round in a gun? Like, how is he supposed to know?
He should eject. Gun safety says
What is he
check.
gonna do?
No, you
Like-
take it out and look.
But I'm sure there's probably supposed to be a blank in there.
Okay, but here is the thing that may have tipped them off.
Yeah.
Is that the previous Saturday, there were stunt doubles
Mhm.
and They thought it was cold and it wasn't.
Oh.
So days prior, same thing happened. Oh, I can't believe this happened.
Oh.
It happened twice.
I guess why are there live bullets?
Because the armor is not doing a great job.
Armoire.
She's not doing a great job.
Yeah, but like, no, not at all. So then,
You think?
yeah, but then how? I guess like, why is it Alec Baldwin's?
Because he actually pulled the trigger.
But how is he supposed to know to like check it? Like, oh, is this live or not?
Maybe because after the first time, I would have been
I
like,
guess
yeah, let's just double check.
I would trust the armorer.
I mean,
but-
technically, that's what that person's paid for.
Yeah, but also, why are there live bullets on a movie set?
That's exactly the question that they're asking.
Yeah,
It should have just been blanks.
right.
So I don't know.
I mean,
But-
there's CGI for everything.
One would think.
Mm-hmm.
So this got me thinking, completely unrelated, but how about pranks gone bad? So have you heard about that Sarah? I think it was actually like 2 years ago by now, but like where she zipped in her boyfriend into the suitcase.
What?
They were out drinking and then they came back and were playing like hide and seek. And she zipped him up into a suitcase. And he's like, I can't breathe. She's like, how do you like it when you choke me out and I can't breathe? And he was like,
What?
and then she was like, what else did she say? She said something like, yeah, when you restrain me, now you get a feel for it. And so he's like, I can't breathe. And then she fell asleep. And she told,
Oh, she just happened to take a little nap.
you know, he needs to take a time out.
Okay. Also,
Okay, hang on.
Hold on. Back up to hide and seek. You're not hiding and seeking if you're hiding the person in the suitcase on your own.
Technically, that's a valid point.
Like, was there a third person there that they're trying to hide from? No.
She should have been.
She was zipping him in a suitcase. Let's call a spade a spade.
Fair enough. And then when later interviewed, I wouldn't have incriminated myself as much as I would have said, yeah, he wanted to know if he could in fact
Escape?
escape or like fit in a suitcase and instructed me to zip it. In which case, our dog got lost and I had to go find him outside. And then when I got back, he wasn't breathing. Because I said, hey, do you need me to unzip you? Because the dog just got out. And he'd be like, no, I'm all right. So
he died.
So he's dead.
Okay.
So she's getting in trouble too.
Wow. That's a weird way to kill someone.
And like let them suffer.
They're like, kinky sex game gone wrong.
But the fact that she like could probably hear him like, that would be a doozy.
Well, no, because she was in the other rooms with like her headphones on,
Oh yeah.
eye
right.
mask. She was like gone to the world. She's like,
Mm.
I'm in sleepy time mode right now.
She might have been drunk and under the influence. But I gotta say,
Probably.
if you were cognizant enough to zip up your person and zip up your man in the suitcase, because that's not an easy task. You probably had to
It's not.
like
you
put
probably
your
have to like
foot
shove him on, like put your foot on him and like
like-
shove him down.
and then pull the zipper
Uh-huh.
teeth together.
Oh, yeah,
'cause,
totally.
or like kind of push on them.
yeah, you probably have to like come on, get down there. You're kind of
like squishing them down so you have more slack so you can zip it a little easier.
Mhm.
So I thought that was funny. Oh,
Actually, you know what is also kind of a prank, I think?
what's up?
That Kanye got married,
know.
quotations, to that model,
Yeah.
but just in like a spiritual way.
Yeah,
apparently.
just to stay relevant.
I know. How much do you think that these girls get paid to marry him and like date him?
I don't know.
Like 100,000?
Not as much as one
Three.
would think, because you're gonna have a career as soon as we're done
Mhm.
here.
That's true.
It's probably not as much as one would think. And especially if it's for such a short period of time,
Yeah.
because it's essentially like any other game where you like hit a level, then you get another prize. You hit
True.
the 6-year mark, but you've already contractually determined how long you're going to stay married.
I know. Julia Fox really popped off after
Yeah.
she dated him. But I think she really popped off because that was the first person he dated
Yeah.
after Kim. And then like he's had a couple other ladies, but now he's like, all right, you want to get married for fun?
Or hey, PR guys,
Yeah,
like
PR.
we need to. Speaking of Kanye, Kardashians, Jenners,
Mm-hmm.
they're a little squabble.
I know. Kim and Kylie. Is this?
Okay, so Kim and Kylie.
Yeah.
Kylie, in one of her sexy outfits, is wearing Skims, but doesn't tag Skims.
Yeah. She's like, I had to get this from mom's house and now you want me to promote it? I'm like, are they actually being snarky?
Yeah,
or...
yeah, I think.
I think so.
You know what I found interesting? I feel like this is the first time they've all been snarky with one another. I am
Mhm.
really blown away by the fact that these girls never fight.
Oh, they probably fight in secret all the time, but for some reason, Kim is now being public snarky. Because did you see she was
She's
making
getting
fun of
old.
Kylie's makeup routine? And she's like, "Oh, this is really bad makeup." And she's like doing her makeup with Kylie
Yeah,
stuff.
but I thought that was like the English trying to do the okay,
Yeah,
something
and
different.
then there's also another one of Kim doing TikTok where she's rolling her eyes. She's like
Yeah,
me
yeah.
on the family FaceTime. So I
I
don't
know,
know.
ish. So
Yeah.
I think now, as a result of doing that, she's kind of playing to the lowest common denominator, a little like low
Mhm.
bearing fruit, trying to show depth and range to her like character. But
Yeah.
question is, getting back to the Instagram post, does Kim have a reason to be upset, or is Kylie in the right?
I think Kylie's in the right.
No.
Yeah.
I think absolutely not. That was a very passive aggressive thing where you don't tag. Like I tag you. I tag and I know you those two are masterful and have millions and millions of followers. They know Instagram better than anybody.
Yes.
To unintentionally not tag her is a big F you. She knew what she was doing. And you know, the minute she hit send, she was like, because you know what? She could go back and edit the post and add a tag. I've done it myself.
She could.
And I think that what was that all about? Is this because she made fun of her makeup routine?
That was after.
Okay, well, I don't know what's the reason here.
I think Kylie is just like it's a power move.
It is indeed, but the question is, why were you motivated to create such a power move?
I bet you know what happened is that
No.
since Kylie and Tyga broke up again,
She's feeling feisty?
she's feeling feisty. And then maybe Kim was like talking shit behind doors. And then Kylie's like, "Heh, I'm going to do this and not
Because that's a
tag you."
dangerous thing for those. Like, if I don't tag you, no one's gonna notice.
True.
If they don't, like, it becomes news.
Yeah. Or I guess it's also probably just like assumed like, yeah, this is Skims.
No. No. There is no assumption. Everything is curated. You know, there is nothing unscripted.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just on Kylie's side because
Why?
she's so low key all the time and not doing anything, and then this is how she decides to post. She's like, "Meh."
She's
She's a little shit stirrer, and I
just
kinda
like
it.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that regard, and I don't necessarily have a dog in this fight,
Sure.
but I'm just blown away by it's kind of.
I'm more blown away by the fact that Kim is unraveling in the public eye. Like, oh, you're not gonna comment on Kanye and like the shit he's doing, but you're gonna talk shit about your sisters. Like, that's so off brand because their whole brand is like family. We love each other.
Yeah.
We get along. We
This
support
is why
each
I
other.
like this.
So I'm like, what is happening over there? Like, Chris, get back on the PR.
She slipped.
Yeah, she didn't
She
slip.
must be on vacation or dating somebody
must
new.
be.
Like, well, Chris, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, that's what happens when these girls are left to their own devices.
I know. And Chloe is,
Still my favorite.
yeah, she's just, I don't know, taking a step back.
Because that's what they're normally like.
Mhm.
They are very chill.
Yeah.
I
And,
mean, considering.
and like, you know, the new Hulu show.
I mean, I know it exists.
I stopped watching season 2
Imagine that.
because they're not really giving any behind the scenes.
I know, and that's what we liked.
Mhm.
Or at least that's what you said you liked.
That's what I liked.
Because I never watched it.
That's what I liked. And now they're just doing like promotions for like, I'm building this company and like, I'm doing this. And it's like, yeah, we saw that already. Like, why wasn't Pete on the season?
I know. You like tease us, but then give us nothing.
I know.
It's a real shame.
Yeah. Give us the real.
Well, that was fun. So
Yeah.
one last thing I have to say.
Okay.
It is. So I would like to wish everyone the end of the New Year's resolution season.
Yay. I'm so excited.
But
It's the end of
over.
the season. Thank God. I made no resolutions. I made no progress in my life yet. So
Yeah.
yay.
So I'd like to offer an alternative to another failed year. Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Please answer it the way I want you to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I have an argument for you. So, who is the one person you love above all else?
You.
Oh. Oh.
How do you want me to answer this question?
Layla.
Layla.
Is that fair?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. Like, do you want me to start over? Who's the one person you love absolutely the most in this world?
Layla.
Right above all else.
Yep.
Like, And who loves you the most in the world?
Layla.
Okay, thank you very much. That's how I wanted to. Now, would you trust Layla if somehow that was a possibility? Like, would you do you like trust her, right?
I trust her. Yeah,
Implicitly, right?
implicitly. We are cut from the same cloth. She is me and dog version.
Right?
So,
You guys are
yep.
soulmates.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my argument.
Okay.
This alternative to like let New Year's resolutions die, they weren't that great to begin with. I am proposing that we accept ourselves as we are. Absolutely. No intent of changing, no intent, like just take inventory of what you do have and appreciate it. Like who we are as people, right? Like just
Yeah.
accepting the fact that like we are good enough. We're actually perfect as we are. And here's why. The one person that you trust the most in the world loves you the most the way you are.
Layla.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, wait a minute. Butch doesn't give a shit if I'm binging or if I'm like having a meltdown and like fighting or all the ugly things I do. He's just like, I love you. So I'm like, well, if he loves me and I love him more than anything else, like I was like, maybe I'm going to trust his lead.
Okay.
Try that. I don't think, I just want you to think about it. It's like, well, would Layla care if I didn't do this?
I get what you're saying, and I want to be like that, but in my head right now, it is exploding with like, ugh, absolutely not. Like,
how about some things?
I would say I accept like I am the way I am and I operate the way I do, but I still like innately just have to have something to work towards, or else I feel very like lost. So I know Layla doesn't care what I do with my life, but personally, I need to have
I just
something.
think, okay, it's okay to strive, but don't, how about this? Don't beat yourself up along the way and just accept that like whatever you think is a flaw might actually be a so fired moment.
Yeah, I'm working towards that to
just saying like
not
potentially,
be so
right?
mean to myself.
Right. Because you wouldn't do it to Layla. You wouldn't do it to me.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, that's so cute.
And then you would say to me, that's something you may want to consider.
And I would be like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, have you thought about this?
And you would say, have you thought about this like a lot longer? Like you wouldn't just like say it right thereafter, like maybe like 12 hours later.
Yeah.
Like, have you considered this? But I'm just saying, like, I think people should consider not having, rather than calling them resolutions, we should call them expectations, usually unrealistic ones, but you know, whatever. People do have the capacity to change subtly. So it's like, why just, you know, learn to appreciate what you do, who you are.
Yeah, and I haven't been beating myself up about January having to have my whole life
planned
out for the year.
Because you can take comfort knowing that you are indeed working as hard as you possibly can. And just being like, okay, I don't need a resolution. I have been working hard. I'm just going to continue despite the fact it's like January 1.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay.
Like you said, how your birthday is kind of your new year.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that from a lot of people. I was like, like, well, I can't remember September, but maybe around that time.
I think about it like back to school and stuff. Yeah. That's a renewal. I don't know. I just give myself just a little extra time to keep eating cookies for breakfast and then say, okay, on my birthday, that's it.
Well, and I just got a fresh batch of cookies delivered to me. So like, okay, I'm
delivered from the ones I had?
Yeah.
I'm hungry and I really want to go to the Italian bakery and have cookies for breakfast.
You should accept that about yourself.
I am. I just haven't made it over there yet. I'm going to go when I pick up my paychecks.
And I should just accept about myself that I'm going to beat myself up all the time.
I wish
internally.
I wish that was not the case for you, but I can't do a lot about that.
I know. Maybe
I'm just going to laugh at you the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just thought it was a neat thought. Yeah, that's all I have.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Make sure that you... Sweet. Okay. So again, book club on Wednesday, the 25th, 12 Mountain Standard Time. Join us then. Make sure you share this episode with your bestie. Tag them on Instagram with your takeaways. What are you, Team Kylie or Team Kim?
I love that's the question that you asked. Like, really?
Yeah. That's the
What do
important
you
question.
feel? It always goes back to the Kardashians. How do you feel when someone tells you to smile? What do you do?
Or that, but
Or did you just like flip them off?
yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, but yes, tag us on Instagram, tag your bestie on Instagram, share this with them, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.